Hello Rail Explorers and welcome to the latest BLS vlog. This is where the BLS team is going to be exploring abandoned railways. Join Samuel Beeman and Jordan Devison for the both awkward and mucky situations.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello fellow simmers, it's Samuel Beeman of BLS here. So today, me and Jordan are going on another Rediscovering Lost Railways adventure around to Haverhill. And today we're going to be going from Linton down to Haverhill. Unfortunately my throat feels like it's absolutely shat itself today. It really is sore, which is just a shame really, isn't it? But yeah, even though my throat isn't feeling 100%, we are going to be battling through it and seeing if we can see some more remains and old sites of the original Stour Valley Railway line that closed in 1967. So yeah, so it's going to be good. I'm going to sort myself out and going to be picking Jordan up from Cambridge Station.
Okay guys, so we're currently at the site of Linton railway station and unfortunately we can't get in, the gate is shut, which is just typical really because I have actually been around the front of the station before, near where the platform is, and it was just typical, I didn't have the camera on me at the time. But yeah, but the actual platform itself is still there behind the station, and as we can see here, the station building is clearly in view. And it's obviously had a bit of work done to it since it closed down in 1967. We've also got some original wooden gates here on the entrance. Whether these are original entrance gates, we do not know, but we can certainly tell that by the wood, the age of it itself, it was definitely original to the railway. So yeah, so it's a really nice thing to see, and it's a nice sort of starting point of our trip from Linton through to Haverhill.
I don't even know that they live not on a old railway line.
Yeah, some of these people in the new houses probably don't even know that they were living on an old railway line.
Nope.
But yeah, here he is folks, it's Devison, and you're probably wondering why we're not doing the steam up today, because obviously we announced that we was doing the Lady Anne steam up.
His fault.
It's my fault because I don't have the money.
And look at the day we've got. Yes, okay, it's a nice day to go for wandering looking for old railways. But it would have been a lovely day for a steam up.
Yeah, it would have been.
Oh well. Still got the whole of summer.
Yep. Right, so we're now walking up towards the footpath to try and catch the track alignment from Linton down to Haverhill.
I'm not mistaken. We should be almost on top of it.
Well, look at these, Jordan, here.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Look at the fencing.
That's railway fencing. Well, old fence posts. Can't go that way. As you see, it's all overgrown here. Yeah, it's not looking like there's a way through here. Although there's a nice field though. Nice bit of scenery going on here. Probably make a good campsite out of this, couldn't you? Imagine if it was like a preserved railway and you could have a campsite down through there. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you would think that.
Okay, so we've walked further down the Saffron Walden Road. This road leads down to Linton Zoo, and then we come across this, which you can clearly see sort of the embankment of the track bed there, and where a bridge once used to cross. It's interesting to just see, like, you can really tell whereabouts it was. You see, it's quite steep up there, that embankment, isn't it, Jordan? Goes up quite far.
That's it, there's just no remnants of the bridge left now.
Nope.
No evidence whatsoever.
Gone.
Yeah, we're going to be going up there.
We've got to climb. Oh, what, do we have to climb up a hill?
Climbing up lots of fields, mate.
Oh.
Come on. Being a baby, let's do this.
You go first then. Off you go. How is it?
Alright, there's a bit of an old fence here. We've got to get through. Your turn.
Oh, lovely. First task. Ouch. There's spikes on there.
Yep.
Trust me, it's harder than it looks, guys. Seriously. You should try this.
I didn't find it difficult.
Oh. Loads of people have been up here, he says. Look at it.
What?
He goes, oh, there's a footpath up here. Loads of people have been along here. Yeah.
I didn't say a lot of people, I said people have been here before.
People have been here before, right, okay. But we can clearly see that we have experienced a blockage here. So we're now going to have to go out and go all the way down that hill again, aren't we?
Go this way.
We can go this way, okay. Yep. Okay, so we've had to climb back down. This is what we had to do, and we found a field of nettles here. So if you was wearing shorts, you'll be screwed. Yeah, so this is why you wear wellies. Look at this. Yep, looks like Jordan's found an opening here. This is the alignment still, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Right. It's quite open here, which is good. At least it's not overgrown like the last bit we looked at. So now we just carry on until we find something interesting, eh?
That's it. You're on your way Bartlow, isn't it?
Yeah, next stop is Bartlow, but yeah, that would be the next stop actually. So we've got 4 locations that we are going to look at, that we do know of. So we've got obviously Linton Station, which we've already looked at. Got Bartlow Junction signal box, which apparently the base is still there, so we're going to see if we can go and see that. And then we've got Bartlow Station itself, and then just after that we've got a viaduct that used to travel over the line, which the bridge tops are still there. So we're going to, well, apparently according to Google Maps, whether they're there now, this was...
Oh, hello.
Oh, what? Okay. Well, look at this. I did not know this was here. As we can see, we've just spotted a bridge. Hey. I don't think most people would have seen this.
Yeah, it's definitely disused. Look, there's a tree right on top of it.
So we've just come across this bridge. It's amazing that you can find sort of discoveries down here. You don't know, because people might not have necessarily walked along here. So we're seeing stuff that people have not necessarily seen before.
Well, I didn't see it on the maps.
Me neither. Let's go and have a look at it then. Now this is a discovery we wasn't expecting to find, eh Jordan?
Yeah.
So this is a free arch bridge. This isn't just a normal arch bridge, there's 3 arches on it. And by the looks of it, it's been disused for a long time because there's actually trees growing up above it. So yeah, I don't think many people have discovered this before. This is cool. Have we got any, yeah, look at this. Okay, so what would we have here? Look at this. Now this is interesting. This is very interesting, this is. Now this has got to be something. This has got to have been something here, Jordan. This thing here. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it was a sign of some sort. Something. What do you reckon?
Maybe gradient post or something.
Yeah. Or could it have been a whistle board? Nah.
No.
No.
All the way round.
Because as you see here, there's screws here.
Bolts.
Well, bolts even. It's probably was a gradient post. You're right.
I would say so.
Oh, this is wicked. This is like
definitely going downhill. Yeah, going downhill that way.
can't really see much in the means of smuts on top of the tunnel, so the engines are probably not really under power under this bridge. But yeah, nevertheless, it's really cool. Have we got any telegraph poles still stuck to the sides? Oh, there. Okay, let's go and have a look. Aha! There they are, look. We've got a telegraph pole still stuck in the side of the bridge. Hey. Some of the brickwork has actually worn away, as we can see here. We've got a nice big hole in the side of the bridge there.
Well, that's the ivy that's done that.
Yeah.
That's why you always, I'm going back to my gardener care job now, always get rid of your ivy. So just get into the bricks and pop it all open.
Yeah, we can see the bricks are under this dirt here where the land's slidden. But what do we have here? Okay, what is this? This is a piece of wood. It's to be honest with you, that's too new to be anything original. It's probably just been, actually I don't know. Nah, it's not original, it's too new. It's just somebody's just chucked all this stuff down here. We've got a random pipe there for no apparent reason. But no, nevertheless, this bridge is really cool. I'm really glad we found this. We can see the ivy is actually getting into the cracks underneath the bridge as well, Jordan. And slightly popping it out. So this bridge is not going to stay like this. Eventually it's all going to come down. But yeah, that is wicked. I'm so glad we found this. Right at the right time as well. Yes, that was exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah. I say, did not know that was there.
Yeah. Bit of a new find. I don't think many people have seen that before. So we've literally just battled through a bunch of bushes back there. I didn't film it because obviously in case one of the branches went smacked into the camera lens and then it'll ruin it obviously. But yeah, you can see where we came from. It's just an absolute nightmare. I got stung. I believe Jordan took a little video of it, of me battling through there, didn't you? So I'm going to use that at the end of this video just to show you what it was like. But yeah, we've come across some railway fence posts here. Well, by the looks of it, because they're like really sort of big wooden posts. And they look really good from this angle, so I'm just going to show you that now. Yeah, as you can see, it's a lovely sight. It really is. So many years ago, this would have been a familiar sight. Oh, it just looks absolutely fantastic. I must admit, very happy that I'm exploring this area right now. I don't think many people would have walked down here, considering the state of it. What's really cool about this is you can see the outline of the track bed. So we can see where this sort of brown overgrown bit is. This is the former track bed, and then you can just see the field over there, which is just brightly coloured grass, like green grass. So this land hasn't been claimed yet by farmers, because there's probably ballast and rock still underneath this, which are not good for farming. we've just come across this here, look. We've got a bridge, which obviously, well, where the ground is there, you can see the cutting has been filled in. Yeah, but yeah, we've got another bridge on our route today towards Bartlow. So there's been 2 bridges from Linton to Bartlow now. Yes. Devison here has just been taking some photos for the cause, haven't you, Devison?
Yeah. So you can just see the arch in there.
Okay, so here we are, just about to wander over the bridge itself. So what do you think this used to serve then? Because
Farmland.
Just-
Farm tracks.
just farm tracks, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, look, it's another one of those, look. It's those metal fence posts again.
Mhm.
Wonder what that was for.
Who knows?
Well, at this point you just don't know up here, do you?
What's that?
What's that?
Well, I don't know, but well, it's definitely a post. But what for? I don't know. But it's painted black at the bottom, white at the top.
So usually with stuff that's painted black at the bottom, it usually means it's a signal. You know, because you have the black bit at the bottom and then it goes white at the top.
I have to do some more research into that.
But then, as you say, it's quite far away from the track bed itself.
So either it was a lamp post of some sort. Just don't know.
I really want to say it's a signal. I really want to say
I say it's too far away from the
Mm,
track bed to be a signal post.
damn, I just do not know what this is. If anyone is watching this who knows a lot about this, the Stour Valley Railway in the area, please do let us know what this thing is, because we don't know. It's got black at the bottom and white at the top, and it's got to be railway related in some sort of shape or fashion. This is an SHIT moment, this. We should be allowed to walk round the field as long as we're not walking in the crops, isn't it?
I don't know if it's a private estate.
So following the little mishap back there with the private property sign, we're literally just walking through what we consider a bridle way. This is probably the public section of the public footpath, because it wouldn't just end like that, obviously, because it'd just be weird. So he was obviously walking the wrong direction. So we're just going to walk through this bridle way and see if we can find the track alignment from there. We've rejoined the track alignment and Jordan has spotted something interesting. This is all that remains of a plate layer's hut, also known as a Lineside hut. It's great to see that most of this section is still open, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice when we get up onto these embankments and they're just clear.
So again, this is probably what people would have saw back in the day when the trains were actually running. They would have seen this scenery flying by, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we just come across this here. This is a girder bridge over, well, I don't know what it's over. But yeah, we found it and we're going to go and see if we can get a closer look and Have a look at it, haven't we? What would you say it was for?
Say a stream of sorts, perhaps, or a lane, I don't know.
Is there any way we can get a nice look at it?
Don't think so.
Oh, we need to. I'm going to try and find an opening. I'm getting there. I've got a somewhat good view of it. It's not the best of views, but we can sort of see what we're looking at here. We can see that the girder is original. And how exactly do we know that? Well, if I zoom right in now, we can see the riveting on that metallic structure there. Looking all a bit rusty now, I must say, but then, you know, that's just normal, innit? But yeah, it's a nice little girder. Again, this is probably another bridge that most people wouldn't have seen or found or knew about. And we found it here, in between the Linton and Bartlow section of the line. And now, I've got to get out of here. I got here.
Lewis is going to love you.
Come across another bridge here. We're really seeing a lot of old relics along this section of line, aren't we, Jordan?
Yeah, just popping up that you just wouldn't notice them otherwise.
No. But yeah, I'm not going to climb down and see this one because it's exactly the same as the other girder bridge we looked at moments ago. Although this one looks a little bit better, well, it looks better intact because you can see that some of the brickwork has been redone in places. Can you see that?
I think these girders must have been taller.
You reckon?
Well, I'm looking here, I think they've cut away at these girders. Oh, it's all jagged edges on here. It was the same on the other bridge. Well, I reckon this was like another couple of plates higher. And they've just chopped them away.
Weird. But why would you do that though?
Use the metal for somewhere else maybe.
Okay, so here we are standing at the remains of the bridge abutments that used to pass the track over the road to get into Bartlow station. We can see the abutments are pretty much all still there, although like the bridge on the way down, ivy is starting to grow, so unfortunately it could get into all of the cracks and brickwork of the abutments and start to shatter them, which means one day this will all be not as intact as it was before, or today even. So yeah, let's hope it holds up for another 20, 30 odd years to come. Who knows?
I'm going to go over that side.
Okie dokie, so now another exciting adventure up a hill, as it were, towards hopefully the signal box remains. Okay, so currently I'm standing on what is left of Bartlow Junction signal box. Now this is not going to be standing for very much longer. So back in like 2019, Rediscovering Lost Railways, it's a YouTube channel, by the way, go and check it out. So the guy from Rediscovering Lost Railways saw this signal box, but half of the bottom was still there. It was all fully still intact. The top half had just caved in. So around about 2014, 2015, this signal box was still fully intact, but due to rot, the whole thing is falling down, and sadly only half of the base still remains. So pretty much it's falling to bits. We won't see it for very much longer, and it's a terrible shame. It's quite sad, to be honest. It's a sad sight to see. It's just a shame that it wasn't maintained a little bit better than what it is. Yeah, it's a very sad and depressing sight, that signal box, wasn't it, Jordan, really?
Well, it's life, it's how things just left. Nature's taken it over.
Yeah. I think it's sad as well, the fact that if I would have come some 7 or 8 years earlier, that whole entire signal box was still standing. Literally all that's happened is it's just rot and it's just falling over just because of rot.
So I said to you before, you live so close to these railway, well, the railway history, and you just haven't gone out to visit them, and now you're coming out to visit them, and some things are getting to that point where they're too late to see them properly.
Yep. Very sad. Very sad. It is very sad. Yes, we're following the track alignment alongside of it. There's a little brick alcove there. And we are starting to head towards Bartlow Station, which is slowly starting to emerge within the trees. Okay, so we're now walking down the road towards the Bartlow Station, which can be seen up here. And yes, this coming up now is the bridge abutments that used to carry the track over the bridge, out of the station, down towards Haverhill. And there is also a digger coming down here. It's not a digger, is it?
Sprayer.
Yep.
Go on.
Completely misidentified that truck. So here I am, standing outside of the abutments of Bartlow Station. Well, the station bridge. And basically, yes, again, abutments are still intact. There is some ivy growing, so that could affect the brickwork itself. But it's all still standing. It's here. It looks great. And there's even some guttering on the right-hand side that you can still see. Isn't that fantastic? It's great to see it here. So, I kind of set myself a challenge. I want to climb up here and just take a look over there to see if I can actually see the platform itself, but this is looking incredibly steep. Do I do it or don't I? I'll have a little walk up the road to see if we can see the station building itself, and then I'll come back to that and have a think. This looks to be the entrance, well, an old public access area up to the station with these old steps and railings. There is also a car coming, so I need to get out of the middle of the road. Oh, Bartlow Station itself has been turned into a beautiful private residence. I'll tell you what, you'd have to be pretty minted to live there, especially with those grounds. You've even got your own private driveway. Brilliant. I mean, that's a dream house for a train enthusiast right there. Bartlow Railway Station. So, due to it being a private property, we've decided not to try and peer over to look at the platform. But I imagine it's still there. It looks like it's still there on the Google Maps. In fact, I'll put an image up of Google Maps right now and you can see it. There it is, sort of overgrown as it were. The platform 2, as you can see, is sort of overgrown. They've probably got plans to renovate this. You can also see the waiting room there, just about see it. And then you've got the station building itself as well. And they've also got a private swimming pool there, which is really cool. Again, you know, dream home for a railway enthusiast, that is. So we've walked alongside the track alignment again. We've got a big cutting here. And then if we look round here, we have come across yet another bridge. There we are, nestled within the bushes and trees. Another challenge of today, getting through another gap in a fence.
Yep. On this one. There we are. Simple. Your turn, Beeman.
Oh, come on. There's like this hexagonal wire thing at the bottom as well.
Yep. And barbed wire at the top.
Christ. Tight squeeze.
Yep.
Oh Christ. Stuck here.
Just lift your foot up. You are so awkward.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
That away.
Hope there's no ticks or anything in here. Hope there's no ticks or anything in here. Give you some horrible diseases or something. Aha! Old railway fence posts. Concrete ones. Now we're back. We found the track alignment again. Well, this is still quite a nicely cut cutting.
Yeah. Down here.
So this magnificent sort of bridge structure here is on the way into Bartlow Station. We can see it has sort of like a metal railing fence above it. And it sort of has two sort of retaining walls either side before the track went under the bridge, which makes this a rather unique bridge compared to everything else along the line. Also, on the left hand side facing towards Haverhill, we've come across a milepost here which reads a 9 and a 9, and I think that's an 8 above there. I can't really make it out, but as we can see here, they would have had some metal attached to this, but it's been removed, and you can just see the indentations of where the metal was. So yeah, again, just another cool thing, another relic of a distant bygone age. So we come across this unidentifiable concrete base here. Could have been the base of a signal, but unfortunately, due to the state of it, we are not sure. But yeah, it's concrete nonetheless, so it must have been part of the railway. Because, you know, if not, why is it here? So yeah, who knows? Yep. Oh! We've just found another plate layer's hut. And there is, nestled in the trees, another plate layer's hut. We seem to be coming across a lot of things on this journey, haven't we?
Yeah.
Lots of stuff still about, which is great to see. So this is just past Bartlow, heading towards Haverhill, on the left-hand side. And the concrete base we just saw was on the right-hand side. Whether it was a signal, who knows? Here we've come across some old railway sleepers, just sort of shoved to one side. Loads of them under here. Obviously just a mound of railway sleepers that were just chucked to the side. If we look further up from the railway sleepers, what's been made out of these railway sleepers by the looks of things, it's like a little wooden platform here. I don't know what it was for, but here it is. And this is on the right hand side facing Haverhill. You can see it stretches quite far out. So God knows. What on earth was this for? Because it can't be new, it looks old. It's certainly rotting. Let's try and... You see, it's very long. Again, this is just like almost like a hidden secret. I mean, look, we've even got a railway fence post there, look, sticking in the ground. Yeah, so what on earth is that? Come to a nice embankment here. Looks really quite nice. Sort of curving round. Jordan reckons we might see a stream bridge in a minute, because there is a stream alongside the track, isn't there?
Yeah, it's down there.
So it might pass underneath us soon. And you can see a bridge over a little lane road there. So I reckon we're going to be soon passing over a bridge as well. Any time now, yes we are. I can see it. Look. Let me just take a quick stroll slightly down the embankment again to go and have a look at this bridge. Okay, so here is the bridge over the lane. Very well intact still. Not much ivy being grown over it. They've really sort of taken care of this one. I'd imagine it's quite an important lane, so they wouldn't want to have this precious bridge falling down onto it. So, walking a little bit further down towards Haverhill, we've come across another bridge. And there's a lot of bridges on this line, isn't there?
Yeah.
And look, we come to some sticky mud. This is why you wear your wellies. You know, right, Jordan?
Uh-huh.
Come across another lane bridge, but this is interesting because the arch is very tall compared to the other one that we saw. It's interesting the difference in sizes of the arches, isn't it, on these bridges? What do you reckon, Jordan?
They're just the size they need to be for the what they're going over.
Maybe it's for like trucks and stuff, because it needs to be bigger for trucks, isn't it?
Taller, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
So we now come across where the river stream passes under the track alignment, just here. And the track is all the way up there, a very high level to be fair. Up there it is. Yeah, there is the bridge underneath the track. Jordan's just walking through the river there. This is where he falls in deep water and I've got to rescue him. Yeah, unfortunately we keep coming up to the track line, we keep seeing this overgrowth. So what do you reckon?
Down, round. It's not that much of the track bank here until we get to another section where we might be able to get into.
Okay.
So we shall soon see.
There's probably a bridge over here at one point.
I would say so, yes.
It's obviously long gone. Don't see any abutments. As we move further down the alignment towards Haverhill, we can see old railway sleepers just been chucked lineside, probably where the track was lifted, and these were just chucked to a side. And yeah, you can see they have quite clearly rotten there. Another thing that is clearly noticeable beside these sleepers is the ballast shards here. You can definitely see the shards of ballast. Very cool. So Jordan's stated here that this item here is clinker, where it came out of the bottom of a steam loco, or it's just all the ash is just clumped into one little piece here. In fact, let me just smell it for a second.
You're fucking weird.
I'm smelling it.
Yeah, you're weird.
Well, I'm thinking I can smell a coal or something, you know?
Mate, put it down. Let's keep going. Absolute weirdo.
It does have a faint smell.
What would do? It's bloody clinker.
Okay, so we'll just head out here, Jordan, towards the field.
Yeah, hold on a bit, Sam. That was a bit deeper than I thought.
Oh no. You're stuck.
Yep. Oh, that one's coming out.
Oh dear. That's not good. You're going to need a hand, aren't you?
I don't know yet.
Not again. Oh, Jesus. You generally got yourself stuck.
Yep.
That'll pull your arm up.
That's all right.
And this is, this is why you wear wellies. Isn't it, Jordan? Oh dear.
You're going to have to get that one, Sam.
Oh. Alright then. Oh Christ, now I'm getting stuck in here. Got it. That's that one there. Oh no. Oh no. No. Okay. Right, I'm out. There we are. So, after a rather sticky situation, we're finally on our way further down the track alignment, aren't we?
Yep. Well, technically, we're above the track alignment.
Yes, because this part here is supposed to be a cutting, what we're walking on now, but it's actually filled in. So it was filled in after the track was lifted for farmlands use.
Yeah. Well, you can safely say you've got me back for the Stour Valley trip and me making fun of you.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me my shoe.
You are special, you know that, don't you?
Yeah. No. It's just tactics, isn't it?
Right. What tactics?
Well, gets the crap out your shoe, doesn't it? And,
Make yourself look like a muppet at the same time.
well, technically you're not falling, well, you are falling over, but still, you know, it worked. See? So where is my, oh. Drop that.
Muppet.
Okay, so we can see the magnificent viaduct coming in the view here. There's actually a picture of a Class 31 travelling under this. You can see that the tops of the viaduct is still there, but if you look over to archive photos, you'll see a Class 31 passing through this magnificent structure. And yeah, it just looks grand. But now it's completely filled in and you can't see it. So it's probably still there underground, but obviously you can't see it. So we are currently walking over this magnificent structure, or what was once a magnificent structure. As you can see, it's huge, like literally it just spurs out all the way down the road. And Jordan was saying that it's just amazing to think what is underneath this ground right now, isn't it?
Well, most people who drive over it probably don't even realise what down underneath is. They just look at this, probably go, oh, it's just two walls. No,
It's a viaduct.
Well, yeah.
It's a three-arched viaduct, yeah.
From the images that we've seen, well, historical images, it looks like quite a tall one, big one.
Yeah, it's huge. It's just, it's kind of a shame in a way that it's all been filled in. Because I'd love to have seen this, like, fully. I mean, it's still here, all of it. You know, we've got all the bricks are in the right places. You can see as you look along it, all the bricks seem to be in place and looking good. And, yeah, it's brilliant. It's just absolutely fantastic to see it here. I just wish that we can see more of it, but it's all underground, unfortunately. Anyway, onwards towards Haverhill we go. Awesome, innit?
Nice.
Just saying to Jordan here, you can see where the cutting was. So this is looking back towards where we came. You can see by the bushes either side, just sort of the scale of it. So this is all filled in cutting, pretty much. And from this moment on, we've pretty much lost the alignment, and we're trying to find it again towards Haverhill. It's sort of cut through all these fields now. Yeah. I don't think we're going to find too much left beyond this point, apart from because there's little bits of brick from, I believe, the original bridge that passed over the main road. That's still there, but that's literally basically the only thing left we can look at, and then we get back onto the part where I've already looked at in the previous vlog with the bridge at Withersfield Road and stuff. So it's not looking like we're going to see much more beyond this point.
Well, we're going to keep going and you never know. You never know.
Yeah, so we've caught up to it again. It's this tree line here, which actually goes through someone's garden as well. So, and little do they know there's a railway through there. They probably didn't even know that there was a railway straight through there at one point.
Probably not, no.
No. Yeah, so you can see it's indicated with this tree line here, and you can see basically a lot further down how it curves around. You see the tree line there, and then that's where the bridge was over the main road, and then it headed up towards the flood park where I was before. If you haven't seen the previous vlog, check it out, and I'll link it in the description. Something I have just noticed, and me and Jordan are going to go and check it out now, is as you can see here, we believe that the track alignment just went straight on down here into Haverhill and over the main road. But what's interesting is the little brick sort of embutment things that I saw were actually further back down this way. So I don't understand whether they might not have been part of the original bridge then. Maybe I was mistaken. But yeah, I'll go and check them out and have a look, but And maybe they just completely demolished the bridge and there's no remains. But yeah, we can see the brick bit over there. We can't really get much closer than this because otherwise we might get hit by traffic, but you can sort of see it. But yeah, we're both starting to think that that isn't anything to do with it. I'm actually thinking now that that's a bridge for the stream. What do you reckon? I think that's a bridge for a stream there, don't you?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah? Not for the railway, no. So, yeah, so that I must have got that wrong then.
I think so. Just the way you look at the maps and the way the track goes.
Yeah, so that means that bridge over the main road is long gone. There's no remains of it then.
No.
No. Here we are, approaching Haverhill.
Yep.
We made it indeed. So obviously there was no foundations of the railway bridge over the main road, so I got that wrong. But yeah, so yeah, we've made it back here. That's good. I need to go and get a drink at Sainsbury's. Jordan.
What?
Pub.
Yeah, so I said, it's a nice pub.
Seats. Has seats.
And as I said before, you've got seats at your house. You're nearly there. What are you complaining about?
My legs,
And?
they've given way.
And?
For one out.
And?
Oh wow.
Zero sympathy.
Well, I suppose today's been pretty successful. We've seen stations, bridges, mileposts, signal boxes, sleepers, clinker,
Loads of things.
plate layers, huts. I think today's been successful. We've seen a lot of things, a lot more things than we thought we'd see.
Yeah.
And this is all along the Linton to Haverhill section of the Stour Valley line. So if anyone wants to go on a 8-mile trek, is it 8 miles?
7.
Okay, 7-mile trek, and go ahead and walk all the way to Linton. But I must just warn you, it makes your legs die, doesn't it?
No?
Oh, well for him it doesn't, but to me it does.
No, I'm fine.
Of course he is.
I can keep going.
Mind you, he walks like all the time when he goes on breaks at work around the field, so yeah.
Keeps me active.
And there goes Devison, back on the bus to Cambridge. This is where we part our ways again, until the next time. So, now we're back at Haverhill. I'm going to scoot over to some footage that has been taken before of Haverhill North Station, or well, what was. So the site of Haverhill Station is now obviously occupied by Tesco's superstore, and yeah, pretty much you'll see in these next few clips. This is all that's left of the road that used to lead up to the station forecourt at Haverhill North. If you walk up the road towards the station forecourt, we'll see the site of the former station master's house still survive. The station forecourt is now replaced by a roundabout. The houses by the road heading up to the bridge used to be used by railway staff back in the day, and as you can see, they still stand today. So here we are at the site of the former Haverhill North Station. Today it's Tesco Superstore, unfortunately. There is no remains of the station whatsoever. There was for a little while in like 2006, sort of the early 2000s. I remember walking along it when I was a kid, seeing like sleepers just stacked up, and I saw the former goods shed as well, which was still around, and it was a council office for quite some time until they demolished it. And yeah, not a lot to see here unfortunately anymore. To finish off this vlog, we're going to be taking a look at some old archive footage donated by David Turner of the Haverhill station site in the late 1980s. The area in which this footage was taken is approximately the same location as we were standing in Tesco's car park. We can see part of the station platform still remains, as well as concrete from the station forecourt. The goods shed can also be seen in the background.